So the last two packages I've got to install are GPM and links. What I'm going to do is to haven't got Git installed on the root. No, it's showing you how to fetch the book for Multilib LFS. So I'll do that here. Let's tidy that up. Let's go to let's go back to the root. So yeah, we'll have to do this outside the root environment. So I'll just get another tab up again, increase the font size, become the root. Now I'm going to go to the root of the LFS 12.3 system so that I can download this. And there you can see, oh, there's the temporary tools part that I archived during my video, and it looks like a couple of files from some of the tests that were run. So what we need to do here is to firstly make a directory called r12.3 .3-833 multilib. And where did I get that name from? Well, I got it from the multilib page. Let's put in MLFS, see if that comes up with a link. Yep, there is that. And let's make this bigger. So you can see here it's download only, there's no online reading, and it shows you here the instructions what to do. I just thought I'd show how to do it. It shows you how to render it. Yeah, where did I get that from? That's obtaining it. Well, I guess you'd probably have to. Right, I've obviously been clever that. Oh, is it this bit here? Read on. Oh, yeah, there is a read online. That's right. Yeah, yeah. This is where I got it from. So, like I said, the version I picked out or saved and worked from was 833. So, as you see, it's been updated to 840 now. If you want to stick with 833, so you know that what you do is exactly the same as what I do, then by all means you can do that. Otherwise, go with whatever version is current at the time you do this. In fact, that looks like that's quite old now, 17th. It's the 31st today, so there hasn't been any work done in the last couple of weeks or so. Yeah, so it's up to you. I mean, this directory could be called anything. It's just descriptive as to what you're going to be putting in it. So let's go to the download because we might need some information from that. But yeah, once you've created that directory, if you change into it and then do git clone. In fact, it's got the branch option here, but I'll do what I did. So you've got a different way of looking at it as well. Let's copy this in. LFS git, and I called it LFS underscore git. So I don't know Git very well, but I think what the instructions there show you is it will download just a particular branch, whereas I think what I'm doing is downloading everything. Change into the LFS git directory and then type in git checkout multilib, and you can see it's switched into the multilib branch, which is probably what this bit here is doing, this command. And then when you do a listing, this is all the data files for the manual which we've got to build. There's some information in the install file of what to do. There's also some information in the README file, and obviously there's some commands on the page as to what to do. So the commands I used were make capitals based equals dot dot arch. Sorry, that should be in capitals. I thought I turned my capitals off. No, I haven't. Arch equals ML32, so it's the same as the first example there. Is just to build Multilib with the 32-bit. That one there. So this is the 32-bit extension. This is the 32-bit, sorry, the 64-bit instructions inside a 32-bit address space, and this is basically everything. So ML_32 is the one we want, just the basic 32-bit extensions, and that's it. Now there is an error I get up saying that tidy is not available. I believe all that does is tidy up the HTML in some respect, so it's not important. Also, I found that this error here didn't seem to have any bearing either on the creation of the book, so won't worry about that. And the same with this, I seem to remember getting that command, IO error command problem as well. So that has completed okay. And if we do a listing, you'll see that there's a boot scripts file that's been created. And we can move that out of here into the parent directory. And if we look in the parent directory, these are the HTML pages for the book. So if you wanted to save this, save everything except for that directory, and you'll have the complete book. So if I do, say, let's run Falcon with index.html, which will be the top file. Okay, it's because I'm running it as root. So let's run it as, in fact, let's try running it without no sandbox. Switch. Okay, let's try Firefox. Yeah, that's loaded. So there they are. There's that page that's just been rendered. And because we've got the latest version from the Git repository, the revision version is actually greater than what's on the web page. So it looks like what's on the web page is probably a more stable version they've chosen to publish. So that might be another thing to go with, is what's on the web page, rather than choosing the absolute latest version. But yeah, you can see the whole book there in its latest incarnation as of today anyway. So yeah, that's how to fetch and build a copy of the Multilib Linux from Scratch book. So that is on the Linux from Scratch 12.3 root partition. It's there if we need it. Although, like I say, I won't be using that because it's the wrong version. I'm not going to be working with some version that I don't know what changes are or what effect it's going to have and so on. So I will be sticking with the version that I tested with. Currently it shouldn't be too much different, and I hope, as I say, it is only a couple of weeks old, so there shouldn't be too many differences. So I think, yeah, what I need to do now is to reboot and install the last two packages, just convenience packages, in case I can't access remotely and I need internet access. I've got links, and GPM will allow me to use the mouse to copy and paste stuff. So it's just a bit of insurance, really, in case something untoward happens with the machine itself. So I'll just type, well, let's do this properly. Let's come out of this, come out of the true environment. I'm going to do umount minus RV. Everything in the MLFS is going to be unmounted. Just check there's nothing left mounted. No, I'm just going to do a reboot. And when that's rebooted, come back in the remote computer.